with choppers on most of his campaign rallies. And then he was also saying, give us ferries to move from one area to another. Electoral Commission must provide this for candidates. Anyway, Museveni, so yesterday he talked about the roads, Iga, Ngambale, Tirinyi, Palisa, Kumi roads being upgraded. He also talked about health centers being upgraded. He talked about the developments that NRM has brought in the 40 years of existence, peace, infrastructure, electricity, water, railway. And then he also hit on schools, and he was saying that schools are supposed to have free education. Not because the reason they are universal primary education and universal secondary education is to have exactly free education for all of these.
Okay.
In Budaka, in the last elections, he got 33,000 votes, and the NUP got 27,000 votes. And then in Chibuku, where he went, he got 38,000 votes and 23,000 votes. So today he's in Butaleja.
Okay.
Now, Chagulanyi, today is going to be Robert Chagulanyi is going to be in Shema and Buweju. Yesterday he was in Rukunjiri. He even addressed the presser, and then he also talked about releasing Bobby Wine as one of his immediate things on his bucket list, or the things that on his list as a president. So president, if he's elected in January, he says one of the things I'll do is ensure political prisoners are freed, including Besigye, Kiza Besigye. Then he also talked about tea while he was in Mitoma district, saying Mitoma district is rich in tea. However, people are not benefiting from this, mostly because of middlemen, and there's a lot of competition with Kenya. Kenya, for instance, has fair prices as compared to Uganda, because people are growing tea, Nenga, but they're being exploited and they're not benefiting. So he says if he gets into power, he's going to make sure that the tea
is not expensive.
Is not the prices of the tea are competitive in the East African region, that they can compete properly, favorably with Kenya, so that Kenya doesn't only benefit from tea exports, while Uganda, you're a farmer, you have your 3 acres of tea, but then when somebody comes to buy, they exploit you, they buy at low prices, so you remain in poverty and you're not benefiting. So that's one of the things and he talked about. And he also talked about, of course, the roads and the schools. He was saying that, there's a lack of schools and a lack of roads. He was with Benjamin Katana, who is the treasurer, and Barbara Itungo, the wife.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are your presidential candidates. Nandala Mafabi is going to be in Arua and Maracha. Mabiris is in Kotido, Maracha, Kotido district, rather. And then Bulida is in Nukunjiri. Then Muntu is in Amuria, Kabiramaido, and Kalaki. Muntu, for him, in his campaign yesterday in northern Uganda, he was speaking about public service. And he was saying these days public service is no longer based on competence. You go to a public a place where public service is supposed to offer to you, but the people are reluctant, and yet they are getting a lot of money. And they're not bringing that intellectual capacity to their jobs, and they're not doing what they're supposed to. Some of them are negligent on the job. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, Senior 6, their schedule for today, their timetable. Today they have just finished European history for the art students, history world affairs since 1939, and then then for the science subjects, principal mathematics, and then there's national movements and national statistics. Then in the evening they're going to be doing principal mathematics as well for senior 6 candidates.
Science at sometimes more first week muba mubulaye just maybe one paper or 2 papers in the first week mba mumaze. Okay,
but you history students manak
chichi
history world affairs since 1939. Okay, well, we know the relevance of studying history.
1939.
History, like say, history will always repeat itself.
Yes.
Why are you doing history since 1939 for? If it is always repeating itself, why are we going back to 1939? Okay, let's update to 1970 or 1980s, because it's going to repeat itself, right?
Yeah.
Hey, so yeah,
1939.
We can get lessons from 1980, and then anyway,
are there people who were born in 1939?
Were still existing. Yeah, there's people still existing in 1939.
Let me check.
They must be like 90 something. Bachaliyo. 1939. It's almost the 1940s. They're still there.
19. But he's laughing because I said Bachali, but on 86. But
okay. 86 we have ministers who are almost 86.
Yeah? How old
we have
is
presidents in Africa
Ali?
who are 91, 92. Moses Ali, I think is around 86 there. Then Matia Kasaija is like 82.
So now you know that they have to study history. Oh God. Pamela, Pasugate history.
I didn't do history in HSC. I did literature, economics, geography, and divinity.
One
of those funny names of courses, but yo.
Okay.
Hello guys. The Mid-Morning to Corner with Flora Shaw, 100.2.